you a oh my god,
fucking moron?
You think?
Yeah, but my hands look so messy.
Who cares? No, it doesn't. The set is nice. The set is good, honey.
You're doing it live?
Oh, Erica.
I'm not even wearing a bra.
Nobody cares. Here, I'll sit in my romper. Hello.
She's like, she's wearing a cute romper, and she goes, oh, I'll sit in my cute romper while you sit in your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I hate life shirt. Isn't it cute? It was $3.
It is cute. I like the material. I like that it's thin.
Yeah, it's old.
Good morning. Oh, I definitely need those glasses. Where'd she throw them?
Here you go.
All right. Just 2 Jews from New York. Oh, hello.
Can't even read it from here.
Nope, can't. Definitely not. Hold on. Erica and I are trying to. All right.
We're propping the phone on a bowl.
She goes, here, use my bowl. I set the phone against the bowl. She moves the bowl. The phone falls. This one. Can't take her anywhere. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk, live from Midtown, New York City. I won't give you the cross streets because she's very nervous. She doesn't like people to know where she lives. All right, so I got into New York. So real quick, I think I'm getting a cold. This is just effing great. So really quick, because I didn't get to tell you guys about Radiohead. Here's what I have to say about that. If I would have made a bucket list of things I would never do in my life, like here are a list of things Jamie will never do. Flying to Detroit to see Radiohead would be one of them.
And you were so excited.
But I was so excited, but like that's not something I would ever do. Like flying to Detroit to see Jay-Z and Beyonce, yes. Flying to Detroit to see Radiohead, no. I don't know Radiohead. I didn't know any songs they sang, and apparently the only song I do know that they sing, which is I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. They don't sing that song anymore. Apparently they're mad at the song. So the only one I knew, they didn't sing. But going with my friend Steven, who is like a live music connoisseur. He was president of BET for years. He's like Mr. Live Music. Seeing the concert through his eyes was such a fun experience. And you know, life is short, and obviously we can't do everything people ask us to do, but if you can do things that people ask you to do outside of your comfort zone, you should try to do it. That's all I'm saying. It was fun. It was good. Then I got delayed in Detroit. Oy. You're supposed to oy in the background. You're not a good Jewish co-host.
You're like, are you putting on the Jew today?
Yes, I said 2 Jews from New York.
Okay, all right. I'll pay more attention with the sound effects. And by the way, I think the set does look really good. I mean, I thought it was messy, which it kind of is, but
no, it's a good set.
It's authentic.
Look at the books going up the back there.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of that.
Look, the guitar, which by the way,
clutter. Maybe people can comment if they feel it's too cluttered and give me some organizing tips.
Erica's apartment it's a little cluttered.
Oh, I thought you were reading a comment. I was about to get upset with somebody. I just told them to
Erica's
tell me.
So funny. She's like, tell me if you think my apartment's too cluttery, but don't tell me.
But when you tell me, I might be mad.
But when you tell me, make sure you don't say it. All right.
Wait,
okay.
that brings us to a good segue.
What is it?
What's the sound effect? Da 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 da.
Oh, with Abby. Da 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 da. Yeah.
So Jamie likes to give you her peace of mind, her 2 cents, as we all know. And whenever she comes to town, she says, "This is what you should be doing." And there's a lot of da 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 da. And why did you do that? Da 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 da. Like the filling in the blanks is the da 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 da. You can only imagine what those da 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 da's are. Like that's how we hear it in our head. Like she starts really like strong and she continues, and we just start hearing da 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 da.
Okay, well, so what? You know what, Erica? I'm older than you, and I've made a lot of mistakes. Why would I want to see my friend who I love, who's younger, go through the same things I already went through? If I walked into an apartment where there was a raper, and I already knew he was in there, wouldn't you want me to tell you he was in there? You would walk in anyway, just to see if I was telling the truth.
I would.
I know. It's so frustrating.
I'm a curious chick. Anyway, let's not maybe talk about rapists, but...
Well, fine.
That was a really
Okay.
dramatic example.
Okay, what about a very dangerous dog that bites?
No, I would hide. Actually, another segue. She's good at this. Tell them about the crime.
Oh.
The crime.
So yesterday, the crime watch.
What's the word?
She goes, tell them about the crime watching.
Crime stopping.
Thank you. So yesterday, Erica and I were walking. We decided to go for a walk in New York because we were working on this script and we were getting frustrated and we needed a break. So we decided to go for a walk. So we're walking and I am a product of my surroundings. You know me. I like to look at everybody. I like to talk to everybody. Erica likes to power walk, and talk to no one.
Not true. Actually, I'm not gonna let you doubt it on me right now. Okay. I talk to everybody. Maybe partially because of Jamie. I've really opened up, become more extroverted. I'll be at the coffee store and like start talking to the guy behind me. Like I will talk at the bar. I'll go myself, talk to a stranger. But if someone's in trouble, I know it sounds awful. That's when I stop talking.
That's when she clams up. So yesterday we're walking on the street and I notice that there's an old woman behind us. And I see in front of us this gentleman who is clearly not in his right state of mind take something out of his mouth, I notice as Erica and I are talking, and throw it on the ground. And I make a mental note of that was the biggest piece of bagel I ever saw anybody take out of their mouth and throw on the ground. So I noticed that doesn't look right. His shirt, his button-down shirt is like open. So I'm like, all right, he's drunk, whatever. Before I can make another observation, he spins around, bypasses me on my left.
But comes pretty close to us. That was the first observation.
Yes. And gets in the face of this old woman. So I stop and stand right behind him because I don't know what he's going to do. Erica stopped too. High five. But she stood a little bit further away. But that's okay. It takes all types to make the world go round.
I froze. I freeze.
He's like, I kill old bitches. I kill old bitches like you. And
the woman says.
I hear the woman say, no, please, no, in this tiny voice. And my heart breaks because I know in that moment she's not sure if he's going to hurt her. So I take a step closer to him so she can see that I'm right there. Like I'm not going to let anything happen to her. Or if he did strike her, I'm fucking taking him down like Lawrence Taylor on the Giants. That's what's happening. Okay? So she backs up, whatever. He turns around and takes off down the block. I, of course, go to this old woman, hug her. We get her, like, fine. She's walking with us. I say, stay with us. You're fine, whatever.
Well,
tell them what you said.
She
said, I'm an old lady. That it was, it was scary. I'm an old lady. Meanwhile, it would be scary if you were 20.
Oh, right.
It's scary.
Oh, right.
So she goes, I'm an old lady. I'm 75. And Erica goes.
And I was trying to be nice. I said, oh, you don't look that old. That old. Why didn't I just say you didn't look old? Try to make this woman's day. She was almost just killed. I had to say, that old.
You don't look that old. Oy. Anyway,
I'm not quick.
So
she still appreciated it.
So I said to her, look at your surroundings, to this old lady. I said, you have an umbrella in your arm. You're worried about holding your phone. Fuck the phone. There's a crazy person in your face telling you he's going to kill you. Drop the phone and pick up the umbrella like a baseball bat and smack the shit out of him. She'll know for next time, won't she? What to do with that umbrella.
She will, but also, what I was telling Jamie yesterday is I, get nervous, like most people would, I think. He could have pulled a knife, a gun. You didn't, in that moment, I mean, you were closer, but also kind of frozen and waiting to see what was going to happen. And luckily he didn't pull anything out, but he pulls something out. What do you do? I mean, so that's how I think. So had something happened, I truly don't know what I would have done alone. I mean, I probably would have walked away and called for help as opposed to being up in the business of the situation like Jamie.
Well,
she's more brave.
I am more brave, but also I'm a reactor. Erica's more of an observer. I am a reactor by nature. So it makes sense that I would want to react.
And
but then he went up 2 blocks as we're walking.
Wait, but just to finish that thought, the reason I'm an observer is because I start to think and say, well, what could happen? What's the worst that could happen? He'll have a knife. He'll get me with a knife. I'll have to go get a tetanus shot. I mean, this is what I do. Give me a da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da. If he had a knife, it would be worse. Yesterday, wait, let me finish the story.
Okay, so the girl.
So the guy takes off up the block. We're comforting this lady. She's walking with us. All of a sudden, we see him physically assault a woman a block up. Erica's like, oh my God. We see her. She's like this. So, of course, we start moving it as quick as we can up to this girl. And Erica's like, that's it. We're calling the police.
I go, here, you call.
Yeah, so she hands me the phone. So I called the police. It was her idea. So this young girl was like obviously shaken. So of course I hug her. We talk to her. She's like, he was crazy. He held something in my face and told me he was going to shoot me. I think it was a cell phone. So we called the police, whatever. The guy was definitely, and there was tons of cops running up and down Fifth Avenue trying to find him. He was definitely not in his right mind. And I wanted to make sure. The most upsetting thing for me, this is a segue into what happened yesterday. The most upsetting thing for me was the police cut me off before I could give them an accurate description. Now, for those of you listening to me, this is why that is upsetting to me. The streets are not safe for marginalized people. And without a proper description, anybody who fit the 2 words they heard me say could have been seriously injured or killed by the police. It was very important to me that the police had the right description of who this guy was. So I called back, they called me back, and then we went to the police on the street to make sure that all of the cops had the accurate physical description. I had, when he was running away, I took a mental picture of him. I knew that he was wearing a navy blue button-down shirt with white dots that was wide open. He was wearing dark blue jeans with brown worn-in flip-flops. His hair was cut in like some sort of mohawk. He had a black computer bag. These are all the things that I saw. Did you get all that?
Did you get it? I didn't get everything.
Anyway, which leads me to, really quick before we move on, which leads me to the devastating attack on the train yesterday. I'm sure that some of you, many of you, most of you heard that 2 girls were attacked by a crazy lunatic terrorist yesterday who stabbed them in the neck with a knife for no reason other than he didn't like the color of their skin. And now an 18-year-old girl is dead, and her sister, I believe it's her sister, I may not have all the facts because I only saw it briefly, is in the hospital. I heard her father say something. He said, you see these things on TV, but as a parent, you never think this could happen to you. And I have to tell you, hearing the mother of these girls wail in the background of this interview literally made me want to poke my eyeballs out. Yesterday, I shared the picture of the man who stabbed them, and I woke up this morning to find out that he was caught and arrested. I believe in Jesus, and I believe in forgiveness. I also believe in the fucking death penalty, and I hope they fucking plug his ass into a chair and fry him. If you are the type of person who can no prompting, no whatever, you just stab somebody. Do you know how personal a stab? Like, I can't even, like, sorry. You may not like what I said, but I said it. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted that people can't even, we can't, listen to me. We can't be on our phones anymore. We can't walk the streets just on our phones, oblivious to our surroundings, because if it isn't happening to us, it's happening to the old lady behind us or the young girl 2 streets up, and we have to pay attention. When you are walking through the streets of any city, you have to pay attention. When you are on the train, on the bus, pay attention.
It's really true. And my parents used to say it to me, and I used to roll my eyes, but it's real. So if you can take away anything from this, and by the way, I'm probably going to go outside and go on my phone across the street, but if you're a little more aware, it helps.
Yes, try to be aware of your surroundings, because I paid very close attention in the moments that we were helping the older lady as to who this guy was, what he was wearing, what he was carrying. I noticed that he threw a bagel out of his bag. Obviously doesn't like Jews. Dropped a drink of alcohol, picked it up. I watched him as he was running away, what he was doing. So I was able to pay attention. Anyway, that's our story about yesterday, fighting crime. And so that was exciting. Then yesterday, Erica did something very brave. Well, she had Abby do it. But
Where did
the homeless guy. That was so good.
Oh yeah, we ended our day on a really high note. We well, by the way, so we gave a homeless man the dinner that we had left over, and I do that a lot. Even though, by the way, I'm an eater. I finish all my food most of the time. The problem is I order too much. I order like 3 things instead of 2. Like the normal person.
Well, normal people order 1, but it's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, we gave this. So I was a little nervous to approach the guy because he looked filthy. Again, my issue. I'm working on it.
But wait. I can't leave that comment out in the air. Because some people will hear that comment and think Erica has an issue with people that are filthy. No. Erica is a germaphobe. She has an actual phobia.
It's OCD.
It's OCD, and she lives with it. It has nothing to do with the homeless man. It could be me. It could be you. It could be her own mother. If I appear filthy in any way, she's like, what are you doing? What's happening? Go.
No, it's a real issue, which we can talk about another time, because it's something I've been battling my whole life, and it's not just germaphobes. It's obsessive compulsive.
Yes.
Disorder.
To the umpteenth degree.
Well, I mean, it's not debilitating, you know. I mean,
but it is to the umpteenth degree. You couldn't even walk and set something down.
No, that's not true. I would have, if I was alone, I absolutely would have walked and set the bag down. But Abby, her friend, and Jamie, I mean, she gave the man a hug. Like, that to me was incredible, because
Abby leaned down and hugged him and told him that God loves him.
And he looked like he was on drugs. Because it all goes back to safety. It really wasn't about the dirtiness. It was about, well, I don't know what's on this guy. He looked out of it, you know.
No, yeah. He definitely is not. He was definitely in a position where most women alone would not hug him. That's fine. You don't have to feel bad about that.
Right.
I don't know that I would have hugged him. But
then my fear becomes irrational. Like putting the bag down, getting a little too close. That's when it becomes irrational, which again, it's a conversation for another time, because it's actually a good one.
But by the way, you do have irrational fears, but people, if anybody out there was raised, if anybody out there was raised by Jewish mothers, there is something to being raised by Jewish mothers. They do make you neurotic. My mother has made me so neurotic about the ocean that Michael is...
That you develop a legitimate fear sometimes.
Yeah, my mother made me so irrational about... Hold on. Everybody is very up in arms about homeboy right here. Hold on. Oh, just a troll. They don't like the trolls. Okay. My mother gave me such an irrational fear about the ocean that now if my kids even get near, like go into the ocean with Michael, I get panicky. I have to leave the beach. I can't even, how sad is that? I can't even watch my kids enjoy the beach. I'm like, sharks are going to come. They're going to step on something. They're going to get flesh-eating bacteria. Like, they're going to get swept away by the current. I tell Michael all the time, I'm like, this is irresponsible parenting. He's like, they're up to their knees in the ocean. I'm like, that is very irresponsible. I can't watch this. Because my mother made me crazy.
Wait, can I tell the Barcelona story real quick?
Oh my God, this is the best. All right, ready?
So I'm actually going on vacation next week. It's been 2 years since I've taken a vacation, so I'm very excited. So I call my mom, because that's what I've been trained to do, because I want to.
And I always tell her, don't call
I'm close with my mom. I love her, but I don't tell her as much anymore, and this is why. So I call her and I say, I booked my trip. I'm booking my trip. I'm just deciding, and this is what I do. It's like I'm asking her for validation. I'm just deciding if I should go a night early, stay in Barcelona, and meet my friend the next day. She says, I don't think you should stay in Barcelona by yourself for the night. You know, that's where they stole my cell phone.
Barcelona,
I was mugged. Barcelona, I go, Mom, that could happen anywhere in Europe. I mean, it can happen anywhere. She goes, no, Barcelona is known for that. I go, Mom, what list did you read that on? That Barcelona
That's
is
another
the mugging
thing.
cell phone story.
They love to do that. They love to say, my mother will make up statistics.
They love
in
to
her
say that
mind.
it's like a case study.
Yeah.
Like
She's like, my mom's like, the ocean kills more children than car accidents and
Like
pediatric
they're
cancer.
professional fact
I'm like,
checkers.
Mom, that's not true.
Like,
you made that up, Susan. You just made that statistic up.
Because 3 years prior, in France, her phone was taken. So maybe she's doing something wrong.
Yeah. Maybe it's your mother who can't keep her cell phone
Anyway,
on
but
her
by
person.
the way, what am I doing? I'm not going to Barcelona for the night by
Over the
myself.
phone?
I'm meeting my friend the next day.
Over the phone because your mother.
No, because she's done this to me, and I'm like, you know what? It's. I'm starting to think about it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be nervous. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, also there's like logistics and flight prices, but yes, essentially, my mother put that in my head. I was like, I'm gonna go to Barcelona by myself for the night, and she's like, no, you're not.
Meanwhile, Erica's how
I'm
old?
36 years old. I was just gonna say.
We turn into our mothers. That is so true, Lisa Evans. This is, by the way.
Oh, I just said before we started this, I have a little brother. He's 6 years younger than me. And
my brother's 6 years younger than me.
He is?
Yeah.
And I said, and he said to me, you know, you're becoming more and more like Mommy. We call her Mommy. I don't know.
So we all call our moms.
Yeah, I think it's like a Jewish-Italian thing. I don't know. You're becoming more and more like Mommy, Erica. You know, you're even starting to look like her. And I'm like, that's just not even true. Has blonde hair, I have brown hair, like... We don't look like
New York, D. Our moms are from New York. My mom's from Manhattan, and Erica's mom is from...
My mom's from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn.
That's why we put on this voice.
That's why we immediately talk like this. The ocean kills more children than car accidents and pediatric cancer alone.
And phones are stolen in Barcelona.
I'm like, and we're both of us.
I said...
But by the way, we know it's not true, but we're still neurotic from it. They still made us crazy.
And I said, where were you that this happened? In a square. We were in the middle of a crowded square with all sorts of tourists. I go, see, that's just... I don't know. I picture my mother holding her fanny pack, like, tight. How is her phone stolen? I don't know, because that's the other thing she says. Hold your bag close. Hold it close. So...
My mother always says, you leaving your bag? This is why everybody steals from you. I go, nobody steals from me, Susan. She's like, well, this is why everybody would steal from you. You leave your bag everywhere. You're so trusting. I'm like, Mom, you're sitting here at the table. She's like, take your bag. Take it to the bathroom.
The drink is another one. In college, with the drink. Hold your, never leave your drink.
Ever.
Never leave your drink.
If you put it down, take it or put a napkin on top.
But most people like got over that. Me, 36, in the city. I'm going on a date. The guy's like, I'm gonna go to the bar and get you a drink, and I'm like, what? You gonna do what? I make an excuse to go into the bar to watch my drink. I mean,
no, listen to me. My mother always says, if you put your drink down, you get rid of it. I don't care. Buy a new one. I'll pay for it. I'll pay you back. Save me the receipt. I'm like, I'm not saving a receipt from a bar, Susan. It's fine. Nobody's gonna put anything in my drink. She's like, that's what they're doing. I just saw something on 60 Minutes. I'm like, you don't even watch 60 Minutes. She's like, listen, I read something. Susan doesn't read. These are things that Susan says to manipulate me into believing that she knows what she's talking about. She tells me all the time that they're putting something in my drink. Don't put a napkin on top of your drink. Always watch your drink. If Susan had her way, I would walk into the bathroom at a bar with my bag, my drink, and my girlfriend on my back. That's how I would go to the bar, to the bathroom. By the way, I know she's right to some degree, but if you think about statistically, how many girls go to the bathroom and leave their drinks and come back and are not roofied?
But that's the point. People get mugged. People get roofied. They want to take that and make it the rule when it's the exception.
Right, that's the thing. People do get mugged. People do get roofied. But those are the exceptions.
So it's a terrible way to walk through life thinking that the exception's going to get you, as opposed to like living by the rule. So that's what I'm dealing with.
Well, listen, at least you don't have your mother telling you about your marriage.
Well, that'll happen one day. I do have my mother starting the No Grandchildren Anonymous Club. That, you know, so she knows that there are
No Grandchildren Anonymous.
Other people out there like her, you know, who don't have grandchildren yet.
Well, or you could be in the I'm not allowed to see my grandchildren club right now, like my mother. How does that feel, Susan?
Hashtag issues.
Hashtag mom issues. Anyone else have mom issues? Anyway, so this is the story. Oh, Erica goes, oh my God. Oh my goodness.
The
Can we
sphincter
tell?
bag?
No, the sphincter bag. I told her about snipe hunting in camp yesterday.
She goes, did you go to camp? I go, how long have you known me?
Right, because we
Yes.
all go to camp. First of all, Jewish kids, their moms can't wait to get rid of them over the summer.
That wasn't true for mine. She wanted me around all the time. I'm shocked they let me go to camp.
By the way, she
But-
still wants you around all the time.
Yeah.
Most Jewish moms, mine, who is really Italian but converted to Judaism, so maybe it's an Italian mom thing. I probably have to start saying Italian because that's really what she is. My mother couldn't wait to send us off to camp. Literally, she was trying to put me on the camp bus before school was even finished. My dad was like, Susan, she has to keep going. She's got to go to school.
There's a week left.
My mom's like, I'm sending her to camp. Sleep away. We used to go snipe hunting with paper bags and sticks.
Sounds like fun.
And it was fun because you thought there were real snipes. There's no such thing. Anyway, she goes, what are we doing? Hunting for sphincter bags? First of all, sphincter bags. Do you even know what a sphincter is? That's not what I said. But that's not it. We were talking about sex yesterday. This is the last mom story we're going to tell you, and then we're signing off. We're talking about sex yesterday, and Erica's like, this is why I can't have sex with anyone.
Wait, what?
When you said that your mom made you so crazy about sex.
Oh yeah, because I said I wish I was the kind of girl that could just go and have a one-night stand. I mean, not be like a total slut, you know, be safe, but that could just...
Slut light.
Slut fest.
I mean, obviously I'm married now, but I've been known to have a little fun in my day.
But I have not had that much fun. You know?
I'm bow, chicka bow, bow.
Oh, don't do that. She's rubbing up against the braless boob. But yeah, I wish I was the kind of girl that can go and like meet a guy and have some fun. But it's like,
it ain't no fun if my homies can't have none.
Anyway, I, miss out because I'm neurotic. So give me some advice.
Okay. So what I said was, obviously I'm a reformed slut now. But back in my day, I know how to pick them, ladies. I know how to pick them. If I wanted to have sex, I had sex. I was safe. I was smart. I did what I wanted to do. Okay? Now, a lot of people on here have not had one-night stands. And that is, by the way, perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with Erica because she has not had a one-night stand. Erica's issue with not having a one-night stand is that her mom made her neurotic about it. Not that she hasn't had a one-night stand. Okay? So we were talking about it, and I said my mom was the opposite. My mother was like, go, have sex, be safe, have fun. It's so fun. Go, girls, go. Most moms were like, don't do it. You'll get a disease. You'll get pregnant. It's not safe out there.
If they tell you no condom, they wear a condom. When they're ready to marry you, they can take off the condom. And her mom's like...
My mom was like, oh my God. One time we were talking about someone who got pregnant, and this is what my mother said. Ready for this? This is my favorite Susan story ever. She got pregnant. I don't understand. You think they would make something so that girls wouldn't get pregnant? Me. You mean birth control, Mom? Oh, not those pills. I can't stand the pills. You take the pills, they make you crazy. No, you think they would come up with something else so that girls wouldn't get pregnant? You mean condoms, Susan? How about a condom? Oh, no. They're disgusting. They smell. They taste weird. Susan, this story's getting... It's too much. How do you know what a condom tastes like, Susan?
Anyway, my mom, you know, loves to use condoms, I guess. Because she promotes that.
Erica.
Maybe if our moms got together, they would fix each other.
By the way, we should get Susan and...
My mom?
What's her name?
Maris.
We should get Susan and Maris to do a coffee talk together.
Oh my God, they would die. You guys would die.
You guys would die. It would be an
We
absolute
laughed
death.
so much. Like, we cried about all the crap, but we laugh so hard because they're characters, you know? Can't make it up.
No, you really can't make it up. You really cannot. So, my mother likes to say she got pregnant on birth control. I'm like, Susan, you never took birth control in your life. None of this story is true. It's really not trustworthy, the pills anyway. They make you crazy, and I got pregnant. That's not true, Susan. You were never on birth control. I tried it one time. I tried it. I took a whole week, and I got crazy.
Tried it one time.
I'm like...
I took it for a day.
Okay.
It didn't work.
All right. We need to get Susan and Maris on a coffee talk. How could we do that? Well, I'm not talking to Susan, so there's
She'll
that.
talk to her at some point. If I go 24 hours and only speak to her once, not at all, just once, where you been?
You don't...
You so busy? Yeah. Yes, I'm so busy. And I talked to you on the way to the train for 5 minutes to say I love you. I get 2 calls later that night. Where you been? I'm at work, Mom.
I got work, Mom. I got a job. They forget. They get old.
That's not my mom's problem. She's with it.
Well,
All right, we gotta work.
we got to go to work. We love you. I don't really know that this coffee talk had a theme, but if it did, it's definitely to go out and have a one-night stand. Erica.
That wasn't the theme, but that's like the fun theme. Maybe I'll take the da-da-da-da-da advice.
Da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a great...
We should take a picture.
You can't take a picture like this.
Oh.
But it does help to...
Ooh, I smell.
Do you? I didn't smell you, and I slept with you. I love you guys. Have a great, great day.